What's up, besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me today. Y'all are freaking amazing. I just want to say welcome in to everyone here in our tribe. Those of you who are the OG members and those of you who are just joining us, welcome. We have reached, it's official, we've reached 70,000 tribe members strong, and I am so stoked. Thank you. We do have a goal of reaching that 100,000 milestone here in our tribe, and it's just so awesome because I see y'all connecting with one another in the comments, and even just connecting with all of you, my besties. It's just been such an incredible experience, and I just want to say thank you because it's y'all who are here making a girl's dream come true. So thank you. Okay, so anyway, we're just cleansing the space. I did actually receive the new copies, the new print of my Honest Oracle deck, which I'm stoked on, and it's very good timing because I've been feeling a pull of somebody here who is really longing to speak to you. And this is exactly what this Oracle deck is for, right? So if you are interested in getting a copy for yourself, we have them in stock now, and the link is in the description box below. But without further ado, we're going to bring the sound bowl, we're going to call in spirit, and then we're going to get some messages here because there is somebody in your energy pulling on you, wanting to speak to you. Someone is longing to communicate. So let's get into it here. Here we go. Okay. I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, let's get into it. While I was ringing the sound bowl, I was feeling like a lump rising in my throat. I was feeling some anxiety. So there's obviously something here that's been holding this person back from actually communicating with you. It felt like fear. Okay, it felt like fear. And I was also seeing somebody when you want to send a text to someone and, you write it out and then you're like, no, and then you delete it. I saw that happening. Okay, so let's just get into what they want to say first, and then we'll figure out what is going on. Ooh, I can see why they're a little bit nervous or scared to talk to you right now. This does feel like somebody that you have walked away from, or who has walked away from you. Okay, I mean, I can go either way, but maybe they forced you to walk away because I'm getting some feelings here. Let's see what's coming up. Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. We have, how can I repay you? How can I repay you? I do feel like this person is going over the past, looking at the past. Maybe you've helped them with something. You could have even just helped them on their awakening journey, on their spiritual journey, or, you may have literally lent them some money and they ghosted, something like that. Okay, I am going to read this for love because our collective loves the love readings, okay? But honestly, if it is somebody like a friend or a family member, this could resonate for you as well, okay? So just, replace the title, right? But we do have somebody here, how can I repay you? So you have helped this person out, either it was advice, money, time, awakenings, anything like that. And so they're thinking of how can I repay you? How can I repay you for this? Maybe somebody is hiding from you because let's just say this is a financial matter. Okay, and it could still have to do with your love life, but it doesn't have to. But yeah, so okay, say you lent somebody money. and they said, okay, well, I'll pay you back at this point and this point, whatever, and you made a plan, and then all of a sudden they go ghost, and then you don't hear from them, and you're not getting your money back, and you're like, okay, well, what the hell, you know? This person has gone into hiding because they feel like they can't repay you, okay? They like literally cannot afford to repay you, and they feel foolish, and they feel embarrassed, and they feel stupid, okay? So that's one scenario I'm picking up on for some of you here, okay? Now, every message doesn't have to resonate with you, but that was specific that wanted to come up. We do have, you know, I wanted something better. I wanted something better. So either this person wanted something better for themselves, wanted to be able to even repay you. For some of you, if it is like financial, they wanted to be able to do that. For others of you, this is someone here that perhaps walked away from your connection feeling like they were going to go off and find somebody who was better or something better than you. And this is them obviously realizing that that's not the case here, okay? Because nobody compares to you and nobody's like you. We all are unique, right? And the thing is this person has never felt this way about anyone before, okay? Because we have that. I've never felt this way before, right? I've never felt this way before. It's like when they walked away, okay, let's do this. We're going back to the love life. I know I've jumped a little bit already, but going back to in your love life, if somebody walked away from you and, in their minds, they felt like, oh, I'm going to go find somebody even better, which is stupid. Because I got to just say here, I play mind games because this person, plays games, messes around. Perhaps this person is like immature, emotionally immature. I just heard peaked in high school. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Anyways, I feel like this person had like an overinflated ego or sense of self. But I'm also not saying that you aren't like amazing, because you are. Oh, why am I I'm getting flustered here because there's like a lot coming in. You have triggered something within this person, okay? Because they felt like they were going to go off and find something or someone better than you or a better situation, and they walked away from you, okay? This is very clear. I feel like they walked away from you. You may have stopped investing, but they were the ones to just to like obviously give you a very good reason for you to walk away as well, okay? They're saying they never felt like this before, meaning, we have this we belong together energy. So it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like very conflicting vibes going on with this individual. We belong together. I've never felt like this before. I feel like when they've gone out to look for something better, someone better, they were obviously met with people in scenarios that weren't better, okay, that weren't. And nobody has been able to compare or live up to you or your relationship, your friendship, and this person is used to, showing up. This person does or did, let's say did. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for a moment because we have this shift in their reality happening right now where it's like they may, I heard that peaked in high school. They may have been acting as if they were like, they were just really immature, playing mind games, feeling like they could have their cake and eat it too, kind of an energy. Like, I don't know what this is. If we're going to get into it, we're going to use the tarot, so just stick with me while we figure this person out. But this is the person who is longing to reach out to you. And I can see why they are typing out texts or whatever and then deleting them and not sending them. And you know what I mean? It's like they're longing to reach out to you, but they know that they have basically made a fool of themselves. They've basically, it's like they're going to have to swallow their pride, okay, in order to even reach out to you, because they're the ones who walked away and they're the ones who played games and they're the ones who completely messed with this connection, okay? Again, whether this was in your romantic life, which I'm feeling for some of you it is, but it also, again, could be a friendship that has, gone awry, or a family member as well. They may have felt like, again, with this repaying, for some of you, and I would say like a good chunk of you, this is like people you have helped financially or somebody that you've helped financially and then they ghosted and disappeared, feeling like they would go off and get something better and they would not, whatever they thought that they were doing didn't work out, okay? It didn't work out their way, and it's like they're coming crawling back to you, okay? This is the energy. It's desperation and it's embarrassing. It's freaking embarrassing. It's freaking embarrassing. I don't know if y'all, okay, side note, I'm Canadian for those of you who didn't know, and Letterkenny is one of my favorite Canadian shows besides the Trailer Park Boys. Always got a lot of love on them. But you know, the hockey coach, if you watch Letterkenny, let me know in the comments. But there is this like hockey coach, and it's his like he, you know, hockey coach, he gets all like angry and upset at everything, all the plays and at the guys and everything, and he's always like kicking the trash can and going, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, and it's just the way he does it is like so full of frustration. And it's like, anyway, it's funny. I'm just seeing that spirit is showing me that frustration, and that like there's frustration, there's embarrassment, there's shame, you know, and there's even anger there at the self. Okay, so this is what this person is experiencing. I know it's not funny, or maybe it is to some of you. You're like, oh, I knew this was going to happen. But that scene that Spirit's showing me from that show is just too much. I'll try to find like a little clip maybe so that you can see what I'm talking about if I remember, okay? If not, somebody else go find one, please, because then it's fucking embarrassing. But anyways, okay. Why is it so embarrassing? Okay, so whatever happened between the two of you, whatever they went off to do did not go well for them, right? It didn't go well. It didn't work out. And they're coming around to this idea or this feeling that we belong together. You know, we belong together. How could I, you know, the thing is they cannot forget you, right? They can't forget you. They can't stop thinking about you here. I've never felt like this before, right? I feel like they were trying to go out again, feeling like there was something better or someone better. Why would they feel that way? I don't know. Maybe the time, energy, attention, anything that you did give to this person, maybe they felt like other people were going to give more or be more, or, you know, maybe like we did get a reading, and I can't remember which one it was for the life of me here, but it was talking about how you, like, the energy that you gave to them kind of like boosted them up, filled them with gas. I remember saying you filled their gas tank, you filled their gas. Anyway, so they went out and used your energy, basically feeling like they were like, you know, king or queen shit, whatever. Like, you know, they were the best thing that, you know, on the planet, like the best, I don't know, like I'm feeling like I'm tripping over my words, and it's interesting because I don't know why. It's not me. I feel like this person has a hard time communicating, and that not only do they have a hard time communicating how it is that they feel, but they also have a hard time, like, it's swallowing their pride, and they feel really stupid, and it is freaking embarrassing, okay, for this individual. Because I feel like what's going on as well is that if they were to come back, if they were to send a message, if they actually go through with it, because this is the energy of like what they're thinking about, and what they're wanting to do, what they're wanting to say, or what's just like weighing really heavily on them at this time is being away from you and wanting to come back, okay, wanting to come back. But, you know, like you already see through them. You may have said some things, okay, well, you know, I clearly see what you're all about, or whatever you said to them. I feel like, you know, it's been sticking in their head as well. But they're starting to come around to this idea and feel like the two of you actually belong together, and that they fricked up royally. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Like, they really messed up. But I mean, I don't know where you stand on everything. Let's just get, you know what, I want to know. Before we go, you know, before we go further to know if this is your reading or not, I am going to ask, how do you feel right now about this individual? Because that will help you use discernment to discover whether or not this is your message, okay? How do you feel? How does our collective feel about this person? How does our tribe feel about this person who, I keep hearing, peaked in high school? Maybe you said something like super harsh, like, what do you mean? I'm the best you're ever going to get. You peaked in high school. What are you even talking about? Like, there's something here, like, you know, like, you're not all that. Like, I don't know. It's almost like this was somebody that you were doing you felt like maybe you were doing them a favor because of this. How could I repay you? You were doing them a favor. Maybe it was somebody that you normally wouldn't give like the time of day to, and then this person treated you like you were absolute garbage, I'm seeing, like, and now they're wanting to come back around because they realized that you were the best thing that ever happened to them, but they thought that they could get something or someone better. That's stupid. It is so immature. It is immature. Okay, I've never felt like this before. No, they haven't, because they tried and they can't. Okay, yeah, what do we have? Single. How do you feel, our beautiful tribe? Look at you. Look at you coming out in this Nine of Pentacles. That is that pre-Empress energy. Okay, Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Now, regardless of your gender, I gotta tell you that you are doing okay on your own. You are not just doing okay on your own, you are succeeding on your own. You are feeling really good with where you are in life. Other people are, you may be even getting a lot of attention. Maybe you're in the spotlight. Maybe you're in the middle of this glow up. Okay, that's what it feels like with the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. People are noticing you and noticing the work that you do. You're also feeling like you are very well established, like what it is that you've been working on. Like you've got enough. You don't need them to repay you. You know what I mean? Like you don't need their money, you don't need their time, you don't need their love. Again, it just feels like you're good on your own here, and you're feeling really confident with who you are and what you do. It's just like you're feeling good. How else can I say? You're feeling really good right here. You're not wanting really for anything. The love that you have, you give yourself everything that you need, and that's what's really important with that Nine of Pentacles, is you provide for yourself. So you're not really feeling like lacking in any way. This may be something or a situation that you have already gotten over. And you successfully moved on with that Six of Wands energy here. It's like, again, some of you have recently or will be recently experienced some type of glow up where, like, look, this is your season. You're on the rise. You don't need the payback, or you don't need whatever. You just don't need it because you're fine on your own, is what it is. Okay. You've come to a point in your life where you're like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on my own. Because you would have also seen this person's true colors, where they were at the time. Now, just because this person's pulling on your energy doesn't necessarily mean that you want them to come back into your world, right? But some of you would be interested to see. So we are going to read for those of you who are interested to see what is going on. Let's get into it, okay? Yeah, I mean, look at the bottom of the deck. I haven't shuffled since we had that energy for you, and this is Ten of Swords, okay? Like, you already have processed, or you've already realized that this person just like straight up betrayed you, mistreated you, walked away from you, and then you moved on with your life as people do. Like, it hurt. Okay, it definitely hurt with the Ten of Swords. It was not pretty, but like, you've successfully moved on and reclaimed your own greatness is what I'm seeing here. So you're doing great on your own. Okay, good for you. You've moved on. So I don't feel like you even really expect this person to try to make some type of comeback. And I know a lot of people get frustrated with readings that are talking about this stuff, but it is what it is, folks, and we're reading what's coming out. Okay, so would be surprising. I feel like you would be really surprised to even hear from this person, and we're going to find out if they're actually going to communicate to you or not. All right, so let's see what is going on with them. What is the current vibe around them? Like, what are they doing? What's going on with them in their life? Oh, freaking Tower. The Tower. Wow. Okay, so you're over here sitting pretty, looking good, everything's fine, everything's stable. This person is going through some insane breakdowns, maybe even breakthroughs, maybe even like karma. Okay, so I'm going to explore the Tower because I want to know, and I'm nosy. What is the Tower for this individual who is desperate to reach out to you? Desperate. Things are falling apart. Obviously, things are falling apart for them. So what's going on? Please tell me. What is the Tower? The Wheel of Fortune, fate, karma, destiny. Look, this is reminding me of a storyline here of somebody who, like, squanders a divine blessing or a divine gift. All right, and then they have to basically like pay the consequences, pay the piper here, right? That's it. Like, whatever is going on, it's because their luck is turning for the worse. So the Wheel of Fortune, okay, to me, I'm going to still clarify, but the Wheel of Fortune, just to let you know, this is like The wheel of change, wheel of karma, okay? Sometimes it goes in your favor and other times, it doesn't. It goes the opposite way. So it depends what you put into the situation. It depends what you put into life. If you're putting in good things, you're going to get good things back, and then vice versa, right? So I do feel like this person squandered like a divine blessing, okay? Which could have been your connection, this connection to you. Yeah, and here's temperance. Temperance coming through. They are literally going through the wash. And I know I said that too. I wonder if it was in the same reading. Is it filling the tank up with gas? Could be. They're literally going through the wash here, but I feel like what's going on is they're going through a major upheaval. When I ask about them, I feel like you've already done some very important work on your journey. And not that the work's ever over, but you've done some healing, you've done some growth, you've done all kinds of things. But this person is really, truly suffering. I feel like they were in this player energy, okay? This Knight of Wands vibe, right? They would never really settle down. The next shiny thing would distract them. They always felt like they could get better. They never wanted to, you know what I mean? And I feel like what happened was you were placed upon their path, and you were here as perhaps even like a divine counterpart, a soulmate, somebody here that part of their spirit team, somebody here that there was a very beautiful connection, okay? No matter what type of connection it was a beautiful connection, okay? And the two of you were meant to explore this connection together and work together or do whatever you needed to do together, right? Be together. Create something together, right? And what's happening is they decided that they felt at the time, living in their ego, that it wasn't, they just didn't take you seriously. They didn't take you seriously. They didn't take the connection seriously. And they felt like they were always after something better. Nothing was ever good enough for them, okay? No one, it's like, what I just heard is the hungry ghost. The hungry ghost. And I'm pretty sure that is a book by Dr. Gabor Mate. And he is an addiction specialist, okay? And he's actually really brilliant. So I don't know why that was coming up, because he has this theory that this like, the hungry ghost, like you can never fill up. They could never be full. It was always, no matter what, and it does have to do with like addiction and things like that. And this person could have addiction issues as well. But it's like no matter, it could even be a sex addiction or like any kind of addiction here. I'm picking up on it is that, no matter how much you get, there's always a thirst for something more, okay? So I don't feel like that had anything to do with you per se, but this problem that they have, okay? This problem that they have. Now, instead of, also, again, with this, I played mind games. I mean, I'm getting immature vibes off this individual, and at least where they were when they walked away or when they squandered the blessing that spirit was trying to give to them, okay? Maybe they felt like, you may have felt like you could have helped them escape some of their issues, or maybe you actually were. This could have been something that somebody, like, so let's say you're in like an AA program or something along those lines, right? This could have been someone that you sponsored, okay? That you were trying to help. Like, this feels like that kind of an energy. And this person totally disregarded you and your role in their life and their growth and their evolution, everything, okay? So I do feel like you had a huge purpose in their life and they just squandered that, okay? Now, going back to this, what they're currently experiencing is like, right now, everything is breaking down. So everything that they thought was real in their life, everything that they thought that they were all about, this is everything that it's all breaking down, okay? Spirit's reducing this person, down to basic rubble, okay? Like they're being blasted down into little parts and pieces, you know what I mean? So that they can rebuild in a proper way. And I do see that this is what is happening. I know we've been throwing a lot of shade their way about what they did and why they did it, but at the same time, this is their opportunity to actually start rebuilding their life. So they've hit rock bottom is what's happened here, okay? This person who's walked away, this is why they're desperate to talk to you now, because I feel like there is a realization and they are trying to transmute all of we have temperance here, okay? And that is an energy of transmuting, turning something very painful into power, okay? So they've been going through all of these breakdowns. They've been, tower after tower after tower, I'm hearing, and they've hit their rock bottom. And that is where they're meant to be. Okay, currently, that's where they're actually meant to be right now, is because this is the time where spirit, when you're broken down into all of these pieces, spirit can come in and basically it's a very kind of vulnerable time where people are open to a higher power, okay? Where people are open to a higher power and needing a boost, or needing to trust and have faith that things can get better, okay? So that's why, a lot of the times you will see people who are in any kind of recovery situations really become very religious. Now, I don't know if that's happening with religion. Spirituality, religion are two, I feel, very different things, but hopefully whatever is happening here is this person's going through a tremendous amount of healing, okay? They are actually having awakenings. They are actually looking back at moments and people, okay, and having these regrets and experiencing that shame and being like, it's freaking embarrassing, right? It's freaking embarrassing. Like, I had this incredible individual in my life. Look at where you are. Look at where I am. This is what's scaring them. This is what's, keeping them from actually reaching out to you, okay? But the thing is, here we do have the Magician for them. And why I'm not shuffling and spending more time, like getting more cards, is because they're literally going through this. This is huge. This is huge here. 4 major arcanas when I ask about what they're doing. Now, if you're a tarot reader, let me know in the comments. Like, even if you read for yourself and you've been studying tarot, when you get 1 or 2 major arcana, because the major arcana represents lessons that are happening, lessons that we have to go through, experiences we have to go through in order to learn and grow and evolve on our own journey through life, right? So there are different way stations, and we all experience all of them. And it's a never-ending journey, okay? So always at different levels and different situations. But what I'm seeing here is we've got 4 of these major arcana energies around them. So they are going through some massive lessons, massive awakenings. Like, this is major stuff that they can't escape, okay? It's not about their day-to-day, what they do, what they've been doing each day, this is like, this is major. This is life-changing stuff. So you get 1 or 2 in an average reading. To get 4 right off the bat for one person, like, this is, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere until they work through their current mess, okay? Because that's what it is, right? But it's not like a hopeless mess. It's not a hopeless situation. They have the power to work with spirit, work with themselves, come back into balance, change their life around. Okay, there's a very powerful opportunity here for them to completely do a 180 turnaround within their life and start rebuilding in a healthier way. Okay, in a healthier way. And with the Magician here, I do see that they are tapping into their strength of will, and they are working very hard on doing just that. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. But this is interesting. With the vibe that we were getting, at the beginning here, I was like, oh, this person's, kind of for the streets, really. Like, but what's happening within them is something major, a major shift, a major transformation is actually happening within this person. And as they're going through this in their world, in their life, the desire to reach out to you, because I feel like they've learned so much from you. Okay, they've learned so much from you, from this connection. Maybe there was unconditional love that you were giving them. You can still love somebody unconditionally and not interact with them. You can still walk away from somebody and send them unconditional love, because it's like, what, I'm going to love you, but I also have my boundaries, okay? And I need to be over here while you're over there doing whatever you're doing, okay? So there's self-love and boundaries within this unconditional love, but you do love this person. You want them to heal. You want them to heal. And especially if this is having to do with addictions. And that is probably the hardest thing that anybody has to go through with loved ones. Okay. It is intense. And it's like, you can't change somebody else. They have to hit their rock bottom. Okay. In order for them, to actually use the help that is, people are trying to give to them, right? You can't force it on anyone, right? They have to be willing. And I see right now that this person is willing. Not only that, but they are thankful and grateful that you were on their path. They feel like you were very important, like a beacon, like a guiding light. And they are also feeling like, you know, they screwed it up royally with you here too, okay? But they're really you know, they're saying that I've never felt like this before. You know, this is, maybe that's just even speaking to the fact that they've never felt like they've wanted to be a better person, and you are this inspiration, part of their inspiration, because you're coming up as somebody who, you know, has really worked through, you've gotten through some of your own challenges, and you're on the other side of that, living really nicely, like living a good life, okay, is what I'm seeing, living the good life. So now they're doing everything that they can, working very hard to change their circumstances, their life circumstances, and get into alignment with, you know, where they need to be. They're trying to level up. They're doing the work is what I see here, and it's not easy. So good for them. I'm glad they're doing this. But they're coming to this realization that they're, you know, during this time for them, that the two of you actually belong together. So they feel this way. They do feel very much called to return to your life. But this is why, you know, we may have been picking up on this person's energy, really, or you may have been picking up on it as well, where you feel like you're really being pulled, your energy's being pulled, or you're thinking about this person quite a bit, or you're like, what is going on? Something major is going on with them. You can feel it, you know, because you are connected to this person. So you can feel it, and you're like, okay, you know, where was I going with that? You've been feeling their energy. This is why you're actually not hearing from them. That's what I want to say, because they're going through this like hesitation of like coming through to you, because they are freaking embarrassed. Okay. They are embarrassed. They're embarrassed. They feel foolish for walking away. They're seeing things much clearly now. And especially if they are, again, for those of you who know that this person had addiction issues, addiction, obviously it changes your brain chemistry, it clouds your vision, like, you know, and I just feel like they're seeing things very clearly right now, and they're seeing you very clearly, but it's all hindsight 2020, right? It's all hindsight 2020. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, all hindsight 2020. And it's very interesting because from the darkness, wow, from the darkness. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Swords here. I also have what says the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. From this darkness, okay, that they are in currently, you know, they see your bright shining light, right? Here's the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. So they feel as if, you know, you are the person, you are the light at the end of the tunnel for this individual. You're the motivation for them getting their ish together. They feel like, you know, really stupid they may have straight up rejected you. They chose something else. We already got that. They may have ignored you. But they're on the outside looking into your good life right now. And that's what it is, right? And they are working very hard. They are working very hard. I'm getting here with Spirit alongside learning their lessons. All right. Because yeah, they just see you as being the ultimate goal, like coming back into your good graces. I'm seeing here, I'm hearing. Okay. Even though I know you're good on your own, you're doing your own thing, keep doing that, keep staying in your own lane. I want to know, because I might extend this reading, just give me a second. I need to know, because this kind of work doesn't happen overnight. So, you know, this is something that will take a while, right? This is something that will take a while, but I do want to know if this person actually is going to swallow their pride and reach out to you, right? Because right now it does feel like the fear is stopping them, the embarrassment is stopping them. Let me see if this person, what is the person's next action towards you? I'm just trying to feel what deck I should be using here. I'm going to use this big one here. Okay, is this person actually going, what is their next action? Well, I'm just going to word it like that, because yes and no, I mean, I can get yes and no answers from the cards, but it's better. What's the person's next action? Yeah, we have moving on. That's the Six of Swords, moving on energy, moving forward. They're feeling like they are in a very tumultuous time currently, and we can see that happening. But as soon as things settle a little bit, I do feel like they will be moving towards you. They will be reaching out to you. They may even, I don't know if they have to travel to you, but they might do just that. because the Six of Swords is, you know, forward movement over even water is depicted in the Six of Swords quite a bit. Okay, we also have the Truth. Yeah, moving towards the truth. That's Judgment. Okay, and then we also have material and spiritual prosperity. That's the Nine of Pentacles and triumph and success. Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups, which is this rejoice in celebration. Wow, Nine of Cups, intuition, the Lovers. Yeah, we are going to extend this. And we're going to start with this energy here. Okay, we're going to extend this because it does look like they are absolutely going to be reaching out to you. We're going to get direct messages, even more detailed direct messages in the extended, the link. It's in the description box, but it's also pinned to the top of the comments. So I'm just going to state this. I'm not trying to like oversell or anything, but if you're interested, I have had a lot of questions show up in the comments. All you have to do is look at that top comment and you press on the link that's highlighted, and that will take you over to Buy Me a Coffee, where you can purchase the extended. Members do get a discount there as well. Okay, so our Good Vibe Tribe members, y'all get a discount. And it's I think it's pretty cheap. It's fairly affordable. I try to keep them, you know, I just believe in energy exchange. And if I'm going to go, you know, another half an hour into the reading, then that's where I'm like, okay, let's do some energy exchange for this. Because it is quite draining to do these readings, actually. But yeah, energy exchange. Anyways, y'all, in that reading, we're going to explore the timeline, okay? Because we have this, you know, moving on, moving forward. They are going to reach out. We're going to get those messages that they're actually going to say, the things they're going to say, because right here, this is the stuff that they're thinking, what they've been thinking about. The truth is going to come out. There's going to be this judgment, this awakening, this wake-up call. It's already been happening here, but they're going to come to you and speak this truth, okay? That we also have this material and spiritual prosperity. That's the Nine of Pentacles. So that's when they are feeling that good as well. Okay, so the truth will come out, the communication will come through, and it does look to me like there is going to be a reunion of sorts with this individual. So we will go further down the timeline and explore this. We're going to see what they're thinking, how they're feeling, how they've changed, direct messages, and all that good stuff. But for now, before we go, I just want to say thank you. And everybody who does, I know I have a lot to say about it today, but everybody who does join us for the extended is entered into a free reading giveaway as my way of more energy exchange, right? More energy exchange. Okay, so here is the oracle. So it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And what this tells me is that we were speaking on this unconditional love before, right? We were talking about that. You gave them I feel like it did hurt, you know, when they walked away. Of course it hurt. But because of this unconditional love feeling, I do feel like, you know, you basically had no other choice, and you came to this radical acceptance that was like, you know what, they need to go over there and they need to heal. And I'm going to give them the space to do that, and I have to let them go, okay? Because I can't do anything to fix that. You know, that's something they're going to work out on their own, right? And so that time and space, you know, love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And that's this unconditional love that you have really stepped into when it comes to this individual. You've let them go, right? You've let them go. So there's an oracle. I'm really called to take these, and I rarely use them. They are angel messages. That light's pretty bright, eh, with 3 of them. I don't know if I'm going to keep it going like that, but that is how I make the art. Anyway, the angel message wants to come out. Okay. Okay, we have this one here. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. Okay, so that's for you, but it also could be for them. Goodbye to that old life. This is what they're doing. They're closing out that old way of being. Okay, it's actually quite beautiful here. We have holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. Okay, we also have everything's okay, don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. And then so many of these like fell out. Walk away, this is what you've already done. Okay, leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that will open as a result, which is, I feel like, what you've been doing. And your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true, and I can see that. I'm going to leave this out because I I get it. I took a sneak peek into what's coming through for the next part of the reading. So exciting stuff. Anyways, I am sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here. Thank you. If you're new and you like my vibe and you want to join our tribe, you are so welcome to do so. We're here on the Almost Daily, and I do zodiacs now too. Let me know in the comments if y'all are digging the zodiacs. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a different vibe a little bit there, but I'm sending you lots of love, and I will speak to you in the extended or in the next reading. Bye.